man, not the result that you want tonight. 111-100. Pistons had a chance to get to 16 tonight, playing the Indiana Pacers, who were just in front of them. But Miles Turner, 8 of 11 from behind the arc. Hey, about to go to the press conference. We'll talk about it. Let me know what you guys think. The energy just wasn't there. The defense on the perimeter. They got a little scrappy later in the game, but just a little bit too late.
Game over. We'll see you Saturday against the Phoenix Suns. Don't forget tip-off is 4 p.m.
What up, though, people? Welcome to Wake Up Woodward. We appreciate you guys for choosing to kick off your day with the Woo Crew. Bro, the energy is on one right now because obviously tomorrow is one of those January in the D-type days. All the teams that can be active are, including Michigan State and Michigan basketball. Detroit Pistons versus Phoenix Suns at 4. Red Wings versus Tampa Bay Lightning at 7, down in Tampa Bay, though. Pistons will be at LCA. And then the Commanders, they come to town to face the Detroit Lions, which is the bulk of today's show. It's your boy Brandon Dent, aka Detroit Kool-Aid, your credentialed Pistons reporter and writer for the network. And KG, I think.
Yes, you do, man. Hey, I appreciate that, man. It's getting crazy, man. I don't get what the Pacers' problem is, but hey, if you want that smoke, we gonna give it to you, man. It's Detroit, bro. This is ingrained in us. If you didn't know by now,
it is ingrained in us, and I'm telling y'all, we got a full day. We got a full show for you guys. Yeah. We also have a very special Swisher break. It's Lions themed though today. I love it. I can't wait. And we got to break down the offense versus the defense, and I wanted to do it a little bit differently today, head to head. So the Detroit Lions offense versus Washington Commanders defense, but we got all of the stats. Like just as a teaser, the total yards. The Lions offense put up 409.5 yards per game, second in the NFL. The Commanders defense, they had allowed 326.9 yards per game from 13th. So we're going to go through this thing today, and I want to be able to have you guys' opinion as well as we go through each one. Who do you believe is going to be the MVP for the Lions defense and for Lions offense and so forth? Then we're going to get into Swisher break, and then our final score predictions. But we got to start somewhere because last night was a big night for the Detroit Pistons, and you know what? We ran into Ashton, the trainer. His brother, his pops, and everybody saw Caleb Hunter as well, son of Lindsey Hunter. We're going to wind up getting him on the show. He might, go see if we can be a part of the extended family. So shout out to both of them. But we talked about it last night, and this is what it boils down to. The team lacked energy. They lacked discipline, defensively around the perimeter. You can't let Miles Turner go out there and pop off for 8 for 11.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But... and this is one thing that I was surprised at, but I will just leave it right here. I won't put the personal conversation out. Kay Cunningham just had to be better last night. Mm-hmm. With all of the noise now talking about the fact that the conversation is no longer about All-Star. He's an All-Star. But now people are saying, wait, All-Star starter? All-NBA? That's a situation where last night there was a couple plays down the stretch where you had the opportunity to cut it from 6 to maybe 4 or 2. And Kay Cunningham directly was responsible and involved with a couple turnovers. I'm still looking at the
You're right.
the touchdown celebration.
The J-Mal highlights in the
back. I am ready. But and that's where I do believe this. These are one of those learning moments because they are fired up, man. I'm serious. If they could have ran it back last night, they would have. And let's hear from JB Bickerstaff. Let's hear from Jalen Duren. And I want to hear from KG after that.
My bad. Just got to go.
You're good. You're good, man.
Yep, just keep posing.
No, because they're pissed, dog, and you can tell it. The press conferences were very, very short and concise. Yeah. They just want to play again. But let's hear about it, man. Pistons, Pacers, they did fall to them last night. They had opportunity to go to 6th seed. They fall into a tie. So technically they're in 9th because the Heat own a tiebreaker, but they are tied for that 8th spot. Yeah. So let's hear from JB Bickerstaff and Jalen Duren. I like the fight that they're showing.
Getting pretty chippy out there. Is the old Pistons-Pacers rivalry coming back now?
I hope so. I just hope that, when we were kicking their ass at their place, it wasn't the same.
So if that's the way it's going to be, like, let's make it that way. Appreciate y'all. Thanks, Coach.
And just not executing the game plan that the coaches put in for us. You know, a lot of defensive lapses early on. They kind of put us down and put us in a position to fight back. So tough one.
It's been a chippy season between you guys and the Pacers, really going back to last season. Just what was the intensity tonight, and what kind of drives that between these two teams?
We'll see him in a couple weeks.
I don't know if you guys noticed that. His look over to the right, Jalen Duren, he was looking at Pistons PR. Yeah. And it was like, and we all knew, we was like, bro,
he about to pop off. He about to pop off.
But KG, I want your take on this as well, because that was a big moment for them last night.
Yeah.
They wanted that one. They really wanted. They're disappointed in their play, and they know that they got to be better.
No, absolutely. They would tell you that, you know. And shout out to my boy JB Bickerstaff standing on business, man. That shit, that's the kind of fire you want in your head coach, bro. This is why those young bulls, they go out there and they perform for him, man. So you got to give them credit. But, I mean, overall, they just came out flat last night, I felt like. You got to give the Pacers credit. You know, Tim Hardaway, he had a really good game coming out the gate. But the offense just seemed like they could not get it rolling, especially shooting-wise. We know Cade had a bad night. It took him a while, and you got it. They play really good defense on them, man. They was
going to survive. Malik having a bad
no,
night.
absolutely. But they were overplaying Cade, and about time he shook out of it. It was just too little, too late. Yes, you would like to see them be better on the defensive end because, like you said, Miles Turner just going crazy from deep like that. You never really want to see that. So it is what it is. You know, they'll be able to bounce back. I'm not really worried about the confidence of this team. No. And you just hate to lose to a team that's chirping at you all night like that, but they'll be better. JB will have them
They will be. And that was the thing. JB did say, he stepped to the table. He was like, you know what? There were things unfolding that they just keep repeating in my mind, and I should have put them in a better position as I saw it. And I just waited too late to do it. And so it was like to see him take that on. But then Jalen Duren steps to the table and says, no, that was on us. Really quickly, High Def Steph is in the building. DJ High Def Steph, official DJ for the Pistons, for the Crews. You out there with the Spartans as well. Wayne State. Hey,
yeah.
just kind of all
Detroit
over,
City
man.
Football
Hip-hop,
Club.
events, Detroit,
Yeah.
all of that stuff.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Just real quickly, man, from you on the Pistons, the vibes, and then we got to hear from Chase about these Red Wings.
Make sure you get out and vote for Kate Cunningham.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes.
I don't even think if he's going to be an all-star this year. I think it's, like you said, is he starting?
Yep.
So if you get out there and vote, you still got time. Get out there and vote.
Yep.
Last night, man, that was a tough one. I thought we was going to get that one. When I walked in the building last night, the energy felt good to me. I was like, oh, yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just not your night, man. But I enjoy, like, the passion and stuff that they play with. You could definitely see, like, they out there having fun with this.
Oh,
so,
definitely.
You know, it's just a different air right now in that building whenever I walk in, just from last season. It's completely different. So I enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. I do
I'm
too,
like,
brother.
man, like past that.
And something that they have been much better at this year than the previous couple seasons is bouncing back after losses like this. I do expect Cade to go on a pre-All-Star game tear. I expect this to be something that vaults him forward. KG, and then we got to hear from Cavassier Chase.
No, and I felt like, although they didn't play their best basketball, there were some positives to come out of last night. I mean, you like the fire that Jalen Duren played with. He went out there and pretty much stuffed the stat sheet, man. Asar Thompson, I really like how he's coming along in the starting lineup, in the absence of Jaden Ivey being down. He's somebody that can play defense. He gets to the rim. It's not always efficient, but you like the fact that he does the other things. So there was some positives to take out of last night. It's not all completely bad, but absolutely, they have to play better.
Yeah,
they
definitely.
know that. They're in a winning position, so.
And I know that they will. This is one of those ones that's going to stick with them. So,
yeah.
Cavassier Chase, we got a victory show for the Red Wings, man. I just wanted your synopsis really quickly on that victory because the Todd Father is working all types of magic for the Red Wings. And then we got Lions, and more Lions. TLB is on the way, folks.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to talk about teams playing better, the Red Wings going down to Florida, the reigning defending Stanley Cup champions, coming off of that tough loss to San Jose in our own barn. They get the job done. They win 5-2 last night, and the biggest takeaways for me from the game were the special teams. We went 3 for 4 on the power play, capitalizing and getting 3 in the net. I mean, they only scored twice, so that alone, our power play won us that game. But we also shut them down. They were 0 for 3 on the power play, which was absolutely huge. The difference between Cam Talbot and Ville Husso, Cam Talbot was playing really well. We got outshot by 23. Which you can't let happen on a consistent basis. They were more physical than us as well. I think we got hit like 19 more times or 13 more times than us, somewhere around there. But they brought the physicality and they brought the offense, but they didn't have enough to get it in the net. And we just played really well. Like I said, the power play, the puck is just moving around and they're shutting teams down. Alex DeBrincat, Patrick Kane, Dylan Larkin. They're all playing at such a high level. What we expect them to be, like they are living up to, who they're supposed to be on this team. And then, you see flashes of guys like Marco Kasper last night just ripping across the blue line and getting one in the back of the net behind Bobrovsky. So super excited to see the Wings play this way. They dropped the Stadium Series jerseys yesterday, and me and my roommate.
Those are fire.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be at the game. Me and my roommate are gonna be going, so we'll get some content for Woodward and for us here at Wake Up Woodward, and then hopefully get to run into our other fans like the away fan who is going to be at the game as well.
Hey,
shout out to him.
Shout out to him, and thank you for being on top of that the Red Wings information as well. And you know what? It's time to TLB. Let's read a couple super chats, JB Smooth, and then let's get into the Lions stuff because we got a special treat for you all. I told you we were working on getting a Commanders representative this week, and we do have one. He's lived in Detroit for some time, but he is a tried and true Commanders fan. He's going to tell us his story. Okay. He's going to definitely share his love for all things Detroit and pure Michigan, but obviously this puts him in a very, very kind of a conflicting
compromising position.
Compromising position. But we're going to talk to him about this game. He's going to give us a preview from his perspective, from the Commander's perspective. Okay. He's going to join the show at 8:30. Again, this is Dr. Jay Jugganathan of Jugganathan Neurosurgery. And this is a doctor that I'm going to try and have him on our show more and more and more as well. So he's going to help us out whenever we have questions about anything. Okay. So shout out to Dr. J.
Yeah, big shout out.
I can't wait to have him on. Let's read off a couple super chats and we will get into things. Hey, we got the extended family is in the building. The Woo Crew fam. Hey, summertime just walked in.
Yeah, hey. Sun start shining, man. It's crazy.
You know what? It's
crazy how that
works. It's time to TLB. Let's rock, JB Smooth.
Oh yeah, shout out to everyone sending in super chats as well too. Send in whatever you want. We will read them off anytime that we get them. $1.99 from Nasty. He said Pacers got sloppy top last night as well. And Dante151, once again, shout out to you, man. 1999. He said, thank you, K, for hitting 8 assists plus those 20 points last night, even though it was a loss. But I know the Pistons will bounce back, and Ivy was missed. Also, Stewart yelling at Miles Turner saying that he plays with Lakos. Did this happen? Did I miss something?
It was crazy last night, bro. Like, it's chippy. The rivalry's back. The NBA needs this all across social media. Anybody who posted anything to do with JB Bickerstaff's comments, Jalen Duren, or the scuffle on the court, it's just blowing up. Even you're starting to see bigger accounts, ESPNs and the NBA on TVs and all this. They're even starting to engage with it too. And you know what? The NBA has been losing some viewership. It's been losing some of what makes it spark. And last night was a little bit of a spark.
So you saying they need the Pistons?
They need the Pistons. Hey,
I love to hear it, bro.
What did George Karl already say? George Karl said that the NBA is better when Detroit is better.
You damn right.
When they're good. Let's get into the next segment. Now I'm getting fired up.
It's time, dog.
Cool, calm, collected. Cooler than the other side of the pillow, man. Want to know where the best pregame Lions party is for the divisional round?